Friday. It's Friday. Best of the week. Reddit stories. Friday. Friday.
Denver's in his party shirt.
Vacation shirt. I'm ready for a vacation. I'm ready for a cruise.
He's manifesting.
I'm ready to get the hell away from all this snow in Canada. I'm manifesting warm weather. Do you know what I've been listening to when I, not like doing the editing, but I'm doing like the uploading part? Do you know what I listen to?
Oceans.
Yeah, like
Actually,
not like oceans, but like playlists, like Ibiza music playlists that have like drone shots of like tropical islands and like light blue water, turquoise water. Yeah,
turquoise, eh?
yeah. So it's that's my vibe. I want a vacation.
Me, on the other hand, I miss fall.
Yeah, I've had enough for you. No, I don't. No, I'm not even. I don't even want to talk about. I'm not. You don't get. No, you're not saying any more words. We're getting into the stories. We're not talking about fall and I love winter and I hate summer. No, I don't want none of that. Let's get into the stories. I'm gonna go first with coming from the subreddit AITAH. If you guys are new, I'm Denver. It's my lovely wife Teresa.
Oh, I'm lovely.
You are lovely sometimes. Not right now. This is going to be the top upvoted stories from the last week. So we've sorted through all of the best Reddit categories, and we're going to give you guys all the top upvoted ones. So this one's coming from r/AITAH, posted 2 days ago with 19,000 upvotes. Title is, Am I the asshole for telling my sister-in-law a family secret and now everybody is breaking up or divorcing?
Oh, Jesus. Imagine having that power.
I, 30 female, recently told my sister-in-law a family secret everyone hid from her, and now everyone is calling me the asshole and telling me it wasn't my place. Some backstory. I am no contact with my mother and her husband, but I do still have a relationship with about half of my siblings. There's 12 of us, and I'm the only girl. Anyway, several months ago, I got an invite to my older brother's, 33 male, Adam, wedding. The invite came with myself, my husband, and our children listed. I immediately called him and asked if our mother's husband will be there, and he said of course. I reminded Adam that I will never have my children in the same room as that man, and frankly, I never want to be either, but I'll make an exception for myself only and celebrate his happy day, but my children and husband will not attend. He said his wife, we'll call her Abby, would be so disappointed because we've never met and because she has no family of her own, no siblings, and both parents are deceased, and she was hoping to have the entirety of her new family together. I told Adam I'm sorry to disappoint his wife-to-be, but I'll be attending alone and I'm not bending on this. The day of the wedding, I did as I said I would, and I came alone. And my husband took the kids to go visit his parents for the weekend. The ceremony was beautiful, and it was amazing to see my brother so happy. During the reception, Abby pulled me aside when she found the time and started asking me a million questions, excited to meet Adam's mysterious little sister, her exact words. Then she asked the question that made my heart sink. How come I'm never around? I realized then no one ever told her about my mother's husband. At first, I told her it was a conversation she really needed to have with Adam. She said she's tried asking him and everyone else, and the responses she always got was, I was dramatic and a drama queen, and I'm throwing a years-long tantrum because I'm a brat. But after speaking with me, she didn't get that impression of me at all. I insisted again that she really needs to speak to Adam. Her next response made my heart sink even further. She said she'd rather hear from me because Adam will just refuse to tell her because she's now 10 weeks pregnant. She really wants her child to know her entire family. Her baby won't have aunts, uncles, and cousins from her side, so she really wants her baby to have a relationship with everyone, and she thought maybe whatever it is, she could help fix it. I took a deep breath and told her the man my mother married to hurt me and made my entire middle school experience a nightmare, and no one protected me until I met my husband. He and his family made me realize I didn't have to put up with the crap I got from my family, so the moment I graduated high school, I left and never looked back. After I said this to her, I just turned and left the reception and drove straight home. Well, during their honeymoon, Abby did some investigating and found my stepdad's arrest record, the charges, and him still listed on the registry. She then took it upon herself to message the other wives and girlfriends of my other brothers to see if any of them knew. None of them did.
Wow.
Now 4 of my brothers are looking at divorces, including Adam, and 2 have already been dumped. My phone has been blowing up nonstop because this is, of course, my fault. My husband insists I did nothing wrong and that they should have been honest with their significant others. So am I the asshole for telling my sister-in-law our family secret, or should I have just kept my mouth shut?
Sweet, sweet karma. Karma. What goes around comes around. You had to expect at some point this would come out. They're masking it as if it was a silly little argument. She's being a brat.
A drama queen.
A drama queen, all of the things. When in fact there's actually really deep, hurtful stuff that went on.
Yeah.
And yes, all of those wives, girlfriends, partners have a right to know.
I'm surprised her brother even invited her to the wedding. Like, is it like he doesn't believe her? Would he not think this would be brought up? Like, I don't know. It's like he really wanted her there, but then also every time his wife asks, he wouldn't tell her.
Yeah.
Could you imagine asking me a secret? No, Teresa, I'm just not going to talk about that with you. Communication stops here.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine like having to go to my spouse's family to get answers.
You have to ask my sister for something that I won't talk about.
Like, I mean, okay, I think it would be different if something happened to you that was traumatic to you and you didn't want to talk about that, because we've had those stories before where we've kind of argued back and forth whether, that person is really
should you have to disclose it and
all
stuff?
that information. Exactly. So
I feel like it's different
this is different.
Well, also in those past stories, it's like, do you need to tell them unprompted versus they're asking and you're refusing to say? It's like, hey, why have I never met your youngest sister?
Yeah.
Oh, we don't have this relationship because of this. No, it's, hey, why haven't I met your younger sister? I don't want to talk about it. I'm not talking about that with you.
It would also be like the only way I could see this being like somewhat okay is if all of these men, all of the brothers, had the intent of not sharing her business with their partners because it's not their business to share. But I don't think that's the case here.
It seems to me like they're not sharing it because they still have a relationship.
Exactly. And they don't want to look bad.
And they don't dislike that person.
Yeah.
And they think that she overreacted.
Exactly.
Which is kind of sad. I mean, it explains why she doesn't have a relationship with any of them.
Yeah. I think honestly the fact that they just refer to her as a brat and a drama queen and all of that stuff is enough for me to not have a relationship with them, honestly.
Yeah, I don't think you can be the asshole for telling the truth.
No, 100%. Like, you were questioned and you have the answers. Like, that's not...
You didn't go out of your way.
Yeah, you didn't go out of your way.
You just answered the questions, so not the asshole.
Yeah,
even if you did go out of your way, still not the asshole. Top comment says, not the asshole. If your stepdad is on the sex offender registry, every woman deserves to know so she can make an educated choice about being around him or having their children around him. All these men lied to their significant others because they knew it would be a problem. The liars are the problem, not you. Now listen, if everybody's getting divorced because of something you said, you're not the problem. Now, if you went around creating all these different types of lies and then they're getting divorced, okay, you're the problem. You lied. If you tell the truth and now they're getting divorced, that's on them. That is 100% on them, their fault, not your problem.
They just need someone to blame.
Exactly.
No. F that.
F that. That's right. F that. Okay, so OP does make a reply comment. She replies to a comment that says, did he do jail time? Was he convicted of abusing you while you were still young, or did this happen years later? Curious if your mother brainwashed your brothers saying that you made it all up for attention and they truly believed it. OP replies and says, from my understanding, he did a year in jail and then was able to serve time only on the weekends for the following year and then was on probation. He was convicted when I was 14. He also confessed to everything immediately when he got arrested. I did court-ordered therapy until I was 16, and at the end of it, when I graduated from it, my last session was actually with him, where we confronted each other. There was a restraining order in place where he wasn't allowed around me until my 18th birthday, except for the one court-ordered therapy session when my therapist and his therapist were present. but he was allowed to be around the children he legally adopted after my biological father forfeited his parental right and the children who were biologically his. Regardless of all that, though, the restraining order didn't keep my mom from still letting him in the house at night when she thought I was sleeping, which she did quite frequently. For all our extended family, my cousins, aunts, uncles, grandparents, she told them it was all a misunderstanding that was blown out of proportion, and if she wasn't concerned, then they shouldn't be either. Eventually, when they didn't buy what she was selling, she started isolating us and my younger siblings from everyone until they caved and allowed her husband around. I think that the standards set by my extended family eventually accepting him and everyone not acknowledging what he had done is what led to my other brothers to accept him as well and eventually brush everything under the rug like it never happened. Then, apparently to them, I became this overdramatic person throwing a tantrum.
Oh my God. That's such a horrible situation. And honestly, I'm not even surprised about the mom.
Right?
Someone who has 12 kids. 13. Wait, she has 12 siblings, right?
Yeah. And
Someone who
so
has 13
11 brothers?
siblings.
Damn.
I just feel like that tracks.
Maybe it's like, was it 12 siblings that her mom had or just 12 siblings between? Because he said he had some other kids too. Half siblings. Half siblings.
Oh,
It's 12 of them in total between siblings and half siblings.
okay. Well, then my bad. What disgusting behavior. You're going to sneak your boyfriend in, your husband
With a
in,
restraining
whatever.
order after he already went to jail for 1 year for sexually assaulting your own child.
I don't,
sick.
It doesn't get more sinister than that.
I feel sick.
No, that is truly like revolting.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that this happened. Like, that's so disgusting. He was convicted when she was 14. And he confessed. So there's no denying it. Like,
literally. Yep. Crazy. Damn, what a way to start off this episode.
Jesus.
It's not, like I said, sometimes these episodes, best of the week, are really funny and sometimes lighthearted, and sometimes, man, they're dark because we don't know what we're getting ourselves into. We just go by what's the most upvoted of the week, and yeah, this one was the top one this week. All right. Over to you.
Okay, I'm gonna this title sounds kind of lighthearted. I don't know. I don't know, actually. This one's coming from Relationship Advice. The update is actually the top rated of the week with 8.8 thousand upvotes posted 1 day ago. But I'll start with the original post, which was posted 17 days ago with 6.7 thousand upvotes. And the title is, I accidentally had my baby in my friend's car. Now her husband and she don't talk to me. How do I fix this?
Ha! This is new. Can't say I've heard one of these before.
I'm very aware this sounds ridiculous, but I'm so tired of worrying about this. I need some outside perspective. This all happened almost 2 weeks ago now. I, 27 female, was almost 38 weeks pregnant then. My partner left for an afternoon to help out with her brother, which we were both fine with. She was only about a 1.5 hour drive away, and neither of us saw this coming. And my friend, Alice, 31 female, offered to come spend the day with me so I wasn't alone. Honestly, it was really nice to have her there. We just watched some movies and hung out, and even though I was so uncomfortable through the day, I didn't consider I might actually be going into labor. I had been feeling discomfort for ages. At some point, we did realize this was the real deal, and I called my wife. We considered waiting until she got back, but things started to get very real fast, and I asked Alice to drive me to the hospital. She was fine with this, I think. We didn't fully make it to the hospital, and I ended up having my daughter in her husband's car. We're both fine, luckily. I had a few complications, which are now okay. Our baby is beyond perfect, and though my wife is having a hard time with having missed her birth, we have a wonderful tiny human to focus on. Things have been really messed up with Alice and her husband, though I don't know how to solve it. 2 days after all that happened, I sent her a message thanking her again for everything she had done and told her, lighthearted but sincere, to please send me a bill for having the car cleaned. She didn't reply for a while, and in the end, she just liked the message. I've messaged her a few times since and she hasn't replied, and her husband sent me a message saying not to message her and congrats on the baby, but thanks for fucking up his car. I feel so lost, and please don't get me wrong, of course my priority is my little family right now, but this does keep crossing my mind. This is so unlike her. Her husband and I never were the closest. I don't love how he speaks to her sometimes, but we're still friendly. I don't know how to solve this. Did I just traumatize her so much and need to leave her alone? Do I keep trying? I'm so grateful for all she's done that day.
The only thing I can think of is, what kind of car was it? Leather interior? Cloth interior?
Doesn't matter.
Leather interior, easy to clean up. Cloth,
Yeah, but
it's soaked in there.
No, there's carpet cleaners. You can still clean it. She offered.
She
to pay
said,
for the
just
bill.
send me the bill. It's not a big deal. Don't overthink it. Is she traumatized from
Dude.
having to pull the baby out?
That's the only thing I could think of. Like, was it a traumatizing experience?
Yeah, it's either she's traumatized or her husband is like so pissed off and is like taking it out on her. Because she says, never really had a good relationship. I don't like the way he speaks to her sometimes. So I think he blames her for everything.
Like, is it just a superficial, materialistic thing? Like, he's like, my fucking BMW, my brand new BMW, blah, 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 blah.
No, he's like, my fucking Honda Civic with cloth seats. BMWs, like, unless he got an old ass one, they all like at least fake leather now. So that'd be easy to clean up.
Nobody roll my eyes hard enough.
You're the one who said BMW.
The point I was trying to make.
You knew what you were doing when you said BMW.
Okay, top comment says, I also had precipitous labor at 38 weeks and gave birth at home, thankfully in the bathroom, but still a lot to clean. It's a lot of liquid. It soaks into everything and a biohazard as well. For a car, I think you should offer to pay for a forensic cleaning service and expect it to cost a few $1,000s. They may need to do ozone treatment to get rid of the smell or to replace the carpet and the seat.
Okay, so we're like, hey, it's not that big of a deal, but what if
biohazard?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's internal fluids and like,
I guess, yeah.
So what if like the car absolutely reeks, smells, they have cleaned it, and it's still terrible?
I mean, at that point, like, I would only be mad if she didn't offer any sort of...
I know.
Like...
Yeah, reasonable person would be reasonable. Like, you just gave birth. Okay. But...
Like, you couldn't help this.
Agreed.
You literally couldn't. You think my ideal birthplace was in your husband's car? Like, get out.
She planned it all along.
Like... Come on, let's be realistic here. Obviously, this wasn't my top choice.
No, I get that part. But there is a chance that it's actually horrendous in there and that person has zero empathy.
I know, and that's probably the case here.
Yeah, but I mean, in the beginning, we're like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. But it could actually be like he goes to commute to work.
I know.
And he's got to leave the window open in the middle of the winter because it smells so bad.
I do get that. But she offered to pay. And I just think on a human level, like, literally what else could have been done here? Like, it's her first time giving birth, I'm assuming. Like,
they could have called an ambulance.
Okay.
Hey, you said what else could have been done. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. You just said, I came up with an idea.
Okay, so there's an edit before we get to that update post. The edit says, thank you all for the replies. This is quite overwhelming, so I hope it's okay I do this here. I'm going to try to reach out to her again, but not through text, or maybe I can ask one of our mutual friends to meet up with her. I don't know yet, but going to try and check in on her in some way. Also, we plan to pay them back since this happened, no worries. Very aware that I messed up their cart in a big way. Thanks for all the replies, truly. I got a lot of great advice/insight, and I'm going to figure out my next steps. Edit 2. I've reached out to her and apologized once again for everything I've put them through, both car and trauma-wise, and said once more that I'd really like to pay to fix all this, regardless of the cost, or if they want, I can try to reach out to some professionals and try to sort everything ourselves. Anything to make it right, as well as asking if they want me to rent them something. Though I think my sincerity in my first message, to pay it for everything, was clear, I don't want to take any chances. I will add that any other messages I had sent her was very serious/worried. I never joked about paying. Thank you all for the comments. I feel awful about what I did to their car. I'll make it right as we were planning to, but try to be more proactive about it. This has been quite overwhelming, but very needed. Thank you for taking the time to reply. I'm going to sleep now. It's been an emotional day. Edit 3. She's deleted/blocked me now. I'm at a loss. I'll continue trying to make this right and reach out to some places to get some estimates/contact insurance/so on. We're taking this very seriously, I promise. Though I appreciate all you guys so much for helping me see how badly we dealt with this, I really need to get away from this post for a bit. Thank you loads and good night.
Interesting.
How could you have handled it any better? I'm so confused.
Been more proactive with getting it cleaned? Yeah. Buy them a new car. Buy their car.
I'm just gonna read another few comments to see if we can get some more insight into this, because I'm confused about the not handling this correctly comment. So another comment says, send her a check. Someone messed up my seat in my new car with body fluids. I was devastated because I couldn't clean the Alcantara. Good details can cost almost $1,000 or more, TBH. Get a quote from a reputable place, not mobile, and send the money. When so much liquid is spilled, it can cause mold down the road. Hee hee pun. Down the road. Because it's a car. Because you can't get it all out of the seats and properly dry them. It's going to cost more because it's a biohazard with blood and goo. To be gentle to you, it's not your fault, but I want to tell you it is a big deal to them and actually might even be considered totaled.
Ooh.
If you go to r/detailing, you will get more of a picture of what needs to happen. You can post there and ask.
Interesting. Okay, so we were underestimating the damage.
I mean, like, honestly, I couldn't even grasp not talking to somebody because of something that they couldn't control. And the fact that she was so willing to help and pay for everything is just like what's getting me. Like, could you imagine? Like,
but maybe
let's just
they're
say, for
only
example,
offering for like a detailing that's like $200, but they're like it's a biohazard.
then
like,
they need to say that. Don't just block her.
I mean, hey, if she's gonna block,
She did say I'll pay for everything.
yeah. So then she blocked you. So like, hey,
She values the friendship.
You get off scot free. She doesn't value their friendship. She wants to block you. Hey, you want to block me? Block. Bye. Now I don't have to pay you either.
I just couldn't imagine like cutting someone off for this. I understand it is a big deal. Like, it's a car. Cars are expensive. Like, I understand all of that. But like, to ruin a friendship over that? I can't. I don't know. That's crazy to me.
It's a little crazy.
It's materialistic. Like, to its core, that's what it is. I understand it's a big ticket item, but still.
Guess they weren't really your friends.
Are you as passionate as I am right now? Because
I'm not that surprised. No.
You're not surprised? Okay, but how would you, like, I don't think you would ever cut someone off for having, like, giving birth.
No, I'm not, but I'm amazing. Most people out there are shitty. I'm amazing, so.
Okay.
I'm a very understanding person. I have a lot of patience. These people clearly have no patience. They don't care. It's a biohazard. There's cars ruined. They don't want a friendship with them. Okay, that's all. That's their choice. You want to block me? That's fine. You block me, you can't send me a bill, so it's whatever.
Okay, I don't know. Let's get to this update. I'm intrigued. So the update comes 1 day ago, and the original post was 17 days ago. So 16 days later. Hi everyone, going to try to keep this short and sweet. Also very tired, so apologies for errors, but saw people were still responding to my original post. Thank you all for taking the time to do so. It's been overwhelming, but so needed, and I've tried to take your advice to heart. I saw Alice a few days ago. She came to our house unexpectedly. I actually had gone out. My wife had to call me. This was after she had blocked me. I know a lot of you were upset with her, and a lot of you with her guy, but I was just so damn happy to see her, I immediately started bawling. She did too. She apologized, so did I. We had a long conversation, which I'll kind of try to summarize. Everything that happened had been a lot for her, which is so fair, and she was having a hard time processing it, but she initially didn't feel upset with me. Her husband had been furious, though. He already isn't our biggest fan, so this really sent him off. At her as well. Don't get me wrong, I don't blame him for being upset about his car, but I do wish we had had different/better communication. He had been fuming we hadn't reached out sooner after baby was born and that my first message wasn't more apologetic. In her words, over the weeks following everything, she started to feel angry at me/us because he convinced her to, and my messaging/reaching out then was just too much in that moment. After our silence, she realized she wasn't upset with me but the situation and should be relieved everyone was okay, and even asked her husband to stop bringing it up as she was sick of it. We agreed we really just wanted to be okay again, though she admitted she'd have to build it up slowly because, again, her husband. I also apologized again for everything and how I wish I had done things differently. She even made a small joke she's proud to be such a big part of her birth story, which honestly gave me more relief than anything else she said. I hope she'll be okay. Don't love the guy, but I can't do more than be her friend, I think. Luckily, the car isn't totaled. I was terrified of this and feel stupid for not realizing it was an option. Thank you all for pointing it out. Only the front seat where I was sitting was messed up, and TMI, my sweatpants took the worst of the mess, I guess. Car is already cleaned/fixed before Alice even came. He has it back and we've paid back everything. He doesn't like driving it anymore. That's all I think. Wife, baby, and I are okay. She's a month old already, which is wild. I realize I do have some trauma left from the whole birth, which mostly started to hit me when I wasn't obsessing over Alice anymore, so gonna work on that. Thank you all for the love, support, but also for helping me realize I should have done things differently. Reddit can be overwhelming, but you've helped me a lot.
I don't know how much more you could do stuff differently, just be between like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I know that it's a total loss. Let me replace everything for you, because you offered to like pay for it. You just didn't know.
It seems like the thing that she's maybe harping on is the fact that she could have been more apologetic in the first text message, but like, I don't know. It seems like maybe she said, I'm sorry, I'll pay for everything, blah, blah, like, that's it. Like,
Give
but
us the receipts. Give us
I
the
know,
chat
I need to
bubbles.
see the text.
Give us the bubbles.
So
I love how he doesn't like driving the car anymore. He's scarred.
he wasn't even there,
Go trade your car in then.
right? So top comment on this post says, even asked her husband to stop bringing it up as she was sick of it. He doesn't like driving it anymore. Oh my days. Imagine being married to this bloke. Like, grow up. Sounds unbearable to be around.
Literally,
Okay,
though.
good.
He does. He does sound unbearably around.
Honestly, you know what I think? I think she's like me. She's focusing on the negative comments.
Oh, okay.
And that's what's at the forefront of her mind. But all we're seeing is the positive comments backing her up.
Yeah. Yep.
But she's just taking it to personally that maybe a couple people said you should have handled it differently. But I'm not seeing any of that. So, all right.
Moving on. Back to me.
you.
This one's going to be coming from r/ThreadTalk podcast.
Sick.
If you guys have some funny stories you want us to read, come check out our own subreddit of r/ThreadTalk podcast. It might be on a future episode. So this one was posted 5 days ago with 13 upvotes. We're still a small community, but we're growing. And if you stick around long enough, you're going to hear these numbers grow. It did have 7.6 thousand views, though. Title is, Today I fucked up by trying to listen to a podcast on the toilet.
Whose podcast?
Hey guys, I'm a big fan of the podcast. I listened to every single episode so far, and honestly would have never thought I'd have a story to post myself, but here I go. I, 33 female, was getting ready for work this morning when nature called and I sat down on the toilet. I realized it would take a while and I decided to get my AirPods so I could start listening to a podcast. I took the first one out and put it in my ear, but when I grabbed the second one, it slipped out of my fingers and fell straight through my legs into the poopy toilet bowl. What followed was pure instinct and zero intelligence.
Oh, no.
I launched myself off the toilet to retrieve it, forgetting a small but crucial fact. I was actively mid-shit.
What?
The remaining portion of said shit then exited my body independently and landed on the bathroom floor with a noise that reminded me of a cow shit landing in a field. Splat. Not a neat turd, but a massacre mid-bathroom floor.
Oh my God.
So there I was, one AirPod submerged in toilet water, shit on the floor, pants around my ankles, probably going to be late for work. No podcast. All before breakfast. Hope this hits your weekly poop quota. Keep up the good work, Teresa in Denver. I was just about to say, there's our
funny.
There's our poop quota.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I was curious because I was like, okay, wait. You said you're mid shit. So had Annie gone into the bowl, or were you on round 2? Were you on drop number 2?
I think, well, she said that the AirPod dropped onto her poop. So I think it was like
round number 2.
Still,
yep.
Actively
Yep.
releasing.
Yeah. Brutal. You ever dropped anything down the toilet?
Yeah, my phone. I've dropped my phone in the toilet.
Was that pre or post poop?
I don't think poop. I don't think I've ever dropped it with poop. I don't know if it was pre or post pee.
I think the last thing I dropped was the toenail clippers because I cut my toenails above the toilet.
Wait,
And I
that
remember
did
I
happen.
dived in for it. I screamed. I was like, no! And you're like, what's happening? I was like, the toenail clippers went in the toilet.
Wait, something happened. We had to fish out something when you vomited. I'm pretty sure. When we had the stomach flu or whatever.
I don't remember
2 months
that.
ago. I remember.
I don't remember that. I mean, I vomited into the sink and it was all noodles from Campbell's chicken noodle soup. So I had to like wipe the noodles out of the sink because it wasn't in the toilet.
Gross, no.
Because I accidentally went to the sink over the toilet.
Okay, maybe something fell in the sink then. Why do I remember that? Like it was vomit.
I don't know.
Okay, I don't know.
My vomit fell in the sink.
Yeah, I know, but
I don't
something
think
else.
I don't think so.
Okay, I don't know.
I don't know either. But damn, I
This was a
feel
good
you.
one.
I got butterfingers when it comes to my AirPods too. When I was plowing snow at Madison's house, I went to put my AirPods in.
Yeah.
I'm outside in the middle of a snowbank, and both of them and the case fall out of my butterfingers hands while they're open into a snowbank. Luckily, I could see the hole they fell into.
White.
They're white. The snowbank's white, but they left a little indent, and I was able to put my hand down there. And I found both of them, but my earpods were like caked in snow. I had to like pull them off, but almost lost them. I was like, oh my god, I almost just lost all of these because they're white into white snow.
It's okay. We watched that consumer show. AirPods are only meant to last for 2 to 3 years, anyways.
You know, they have come out with a new version since the ones that I have.
No.
Apparently, the new ones have translate on them. I got my eye on those. But honestly, your AirPods still charge with a lightning cable. Mine are USB-C. So
Mine have lasted.
you need new ones before me.
Mine. Why do I need new ones though? Mine are completely fine.
Okay. You said we could just buy them.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, if anybody's getting new ones, it should be you. I
Mm.
didn't say we need new ones.
Okay.
Just like a what if. So top comment says, ha, 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 is your AirPod safe though? And OP replies and says, it's currently drying on the windowsill.
Sad face.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing that embarrassing story.
We
so we
appreciate
could
that.
Share it with the world.
It may not have been widely viewed by a lot of people, but that was actually top.
Now it will be.
That was premium content right there. That was actually a really good story. I enjoyed that one. All right, back to you.
Okay. This one is coming from Am I the Asshole? Posted 1 day ago with 12,000 upvotes.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for not moving back in with my dad just because he got divorced? My mom died when I, 16 female, was a baby. My aunt, my mom's sister, stepped in and became like a second mom to me. When I was 8, she moved for work, so I went from seeing her every day to her flying me out 1 to 2 times a month, plus 1 week of winter break, spring break, and 50-50 over the summer. When I was 12, my dad married Judy, and they kept saying she was my new mom and I don't need to keep visiting my aunt because I have Judy. He also gave my room to Judy's kids since it was bigger and I refused to share, and told my aunt that they decided I couldn't fly alone, so she either had to fly out to me or drive. I decided to stay with my aunt a few months after my dad remarried Judy because it was pretty obvious that he cared about his new family more than me. My dad and Judy are getting divorced now because Judy cheated on him and he found out that their new kids weren't his. He called me and asked me to move back home because he misses me and he doesn't have any family left. I said no because I like it here. My aunt is a way better parent than my dad was, and she's been dating this guy that comes over on weekends and makes us the best burgers and steak, and he fixes cars up as a hobby/side job, so he's working on one for me. I also really like my school and I have friends here, and we're really close to a lot of good colleges, so I probably won't even have to move out for college. My dad and his side of the family are upset that I won't move back because he's my dad and he needs me, but he's the one that chose his new family over me, and them getting divorced isn't my problem to solve. I don't really plan to change my mind, but I want to know if me refusing to move back home makes me an asshole.
No. I mean, you want to do what you feel most comfortable with. You obviously feel more comfortable with your aunt. Stay with your aunt. If you're not quarter to go back to your dad, why would you? He's made his decision in the past. You reap what you sow. Karma.
Kudos to her, though, honestly. She's only 16.
Yeah, stay strong.
Stay strong. Like, she's like, him getting divorced isn't my problem to solve. I love that attitude. Like,
Exactly.
I feel like most 16-year-olds, most kids or whatever, anybody under 18 would just, like, do whatever their parents say.
Could be influenced, yeah.
This
But,
is
you know,
strong-willed.
I like this teenager going where the car is. That's, when I moved out of my grandparents' house and I moved back home because my mom offered to buy me a car and I kind of went where the car is. So apparently us teenagers, we just go where the cars are.
So silly.
Yeah.
Top comment says, if he wasn't getting a divorce, would he be wanting to make amends and have you in his life? Or is it just about him and the fact that he now has no one? What happens if he gets into a new relationship? I think we all know the answers to the above questions. You are not the asshole.
Yep, exactly. I love the part where not only did Judy cheat on him, but the new kids weren't even his. So the I feel for the guy a little bit. Poor guy. He's had his life ripped out from underneath him. This new family he thought he had, these new kids that he was prioritizing over his older one. Because, you gotta do right by the new kids and stuff, even though you misbalance that. And then now it's like, well, they're not even my kids. Shit.
That's
and then you try
to
crawl back.
It's got nobody.
It's got nobody.
Well,
sad.
You reap what you sow.
That's karma.
All right.
All right, back to me. This one's coming from Best of Redder Updates, posted 4 days ago with 11,000 upvotes. Title is Perfectly Acceptable Dinner Rejected by Boyfriend Again.
Mm-hmm.
So this was originally posted January 1st to r/mildly infuriating. My boyfriend is a very picky eater. We have been living together for a few months and it seems like I can never get his food right. It's honestly discouraging. I have kids. They happily eat my food. I cook for family gatherings and church events. I've never had a problem with people eating my food. It's like every day there are new rules. He can't eat chicken for dinner because he had chicken for lunch. He isn't really in the mood for pork chops. It's just missing something. He doesn't eat onions, tomatoes, fish, any kind of Asian food. He doesn't eat most vegetables with the exception of broccoli. He only eats vanilla ice cream. He doesn't like food heated in the microwave, so leftovers are out. He doesn't like corn. It's just endless. Fuck this guy. I'm old school and trying to be a good partner. He can't really cook at all. His favorite meal is hamburger helper.
Oh.
I think a lot of it is how he grew up, but damn, it is frustrating. The first picture is tonight's dinner. I added more pictures of the stuff I've cooked that he won't eat. Like he will do DoorDash, Jack in the Box, and he'll be apologetic, but it just sucks really bad. Okay. How do you feel about this?
I mean, okay. My issue is, why doesn't he just tell her what he wants? Like, what does he like besides hamburger freaking helper? Like,
but it sounds like he has.
Is hamburger helper?
No. He can't eat chicken if he had it for lunch. Not in the mood for pork chops. He doesn't like onions, tomatoes, fish, any kind of Asian food.
Okay,
doesn't like any vegetables except for broccoli.
Want.
Doesn't
tell
like
me
corn.
What you do want. Okay, I know. I read it along with you, babe. You don't need to repeat it.
He wants hamburger helper.
No, okay. Give me a real meal that I can actually cook for you that's not in a box, not processed, and I will make it for you. Like, meet me halfway here.
Make good old chicken and rice. And green beans.
And broccoli, apparently.
Oh, broccoli. Broccoli is a good one.
No corn, though.
Yeah, what kind of sadistic guy is this? I kind of want to defend him. I feel like there's some points where I could be a defense attorney right now on this guy, but then he says he doesn't like corn. And I'm like, put him in the hole. Put him in solitary. Because he does say, or she says, I'm old fashioned. I want to cook for him. So it on his defense, he's not saying, hey, you need to cook for me and here's all my rules and restrictions. She's saying, I want to cook for him. And then he says he'll just eat DoorDash, Jack in the Box, and he's apologetic. But it just sucks really bad. So it sounds like he's not asking her to do all this cooking for him with all these restrictions. Sounds like she wants to, and he's like, hey, I'll fend for myself. So that's where I'm kind of like, Is he the bad guy? Is he the bad guy? He might not be the bad guy. We don't know where this is going to go. There is images. So if you guys are on Spotify and you want to see the images, you can always click the description down below or come over to YouTube. The links are always down below for all of our stories. So if you're listening to like an old episode and you want to, wonder if there's an update, you can go down there. So first images, damn, that looks bomb. God damn, that looks yummy. We got some like sauteed broccoli. We got a baked potato with some butter in the middle and I think some pork chops. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Image 2, chicken, broccoli, mashed potatoes, and gravy. Freaking bomb again.
So good.
How is he not eating this? His loss.
The chicken looks
A
bomb.
roast of some sort with meats and veggies. Absolutely freaking delicious. Plated soft shell taco. Fucking bomb-alicious. Broccoli, potatoes, carrots, and beef. Oh, that beef looks tender. And a pie. He doesn't want to eat this stuff. His fucking loss. The guy doesn't like corn. He doesn't like any of this stuff. I don't feel bad for him. Fuck this guy. Defense attorney, send him in the hole. He wants to order Jack in the Box. This looks amazing stuff.
I'm literally salivating.
I'm so hungry right now.
I'm starving.
I'm so hungry right now. Are we filming before we eat dinner? I'm so hungry.
Okay, that all looks so good. Not gonna lie.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, fuck this guy.
So there's a few notes to add. One, I know the paper plates are very lazy on my part. I'm not proud of that, and I need to do better. Between the kids, the job, the house, and the school, I'm going to school remotely. I've been cutting corners on things like dishes. Not an excuse, just a reason and a commitment to do better. Why? Teresa and I learned the amazingness of paper and plastic plates when we were in RV life. We were boondocking a lot, so we wanted to conserve water. But then, not having to do dishes after, I actually love it.
I mean, when you have a dishwasher, I'm not gonna be using paper plates when I have a dishwasher.
Paper plates, not the best to cut off of, but plastic plates, not the worst thing.
Yeah, but also not good for the environment.
Don't come at me when I say I like convenience. Don't point that out to me. You know what's not good for the environment? All the plastic that surrounds all of the groceries that we buy. Who decided to come after my reusable, apparently one-time use grocery store bags?
I think that's just a Canadian thing.
I think it is a Canadian thing. We're back down. Paper bags. I feel like my grandmother getting paper bags at the grocery store, and I watched the guy in front of us, his bag ripped apart on him.
Yeah.
Luckily, his bag was still inside his shopping cart, and he hadn't picked it up yet. I felt bad for that guy. I miss my single-use plastic bag. They eliminated the single-use plastic bags, but you can't buy anything in the grocery store without being encased in 3 layers of plastic. It's absolutely ridiculous. Whatever. Point number 2. My boyfriend does expect me to cook for him. I cook him dinner every night and lunch on weekends. He doesn't eat breakfast and will not take a lunch to work. He buys fast food for lunch during the week. Send him to jail. Straight to jail. Send him in the hole.
Every day he's
Put him in a hole.
fast food?
Yeah, that's bad. Fuck this guy now. All of her meals look absolutely
I don't
bomb.
blame her for wanting to cook him a meal because, like, honestly, besides the fact that this is so immature and juvenile, like, aren't you concerned about your partner's health?
Just bake him some chicken nuggets and some French fries, and you're good to go. Just make him like he's like the 7-year-old at the wedding. They make extra chicken strips and French fries for him.
Make him like a PB&J, cut the crust off.
Yeah.
Like,
man.
Cut him into
Think
little...
of how much money he could be in, like, he could have in stocks if he took all that fast food lunch money and put it into the S&P 500.
Okay,
He
dude.
could be so far ahead. So third note here, he has not been diagnosed with ASD or ADHD or ARFID, but I don't rule anything out. Mostly, I just want to say thank you. I was not prepared for how incredibly kind, helpful, and insightful people have been. It is deeply touching and has given me both peace and guidance for my next steps. Some of them comments that OP replies to people. Someone says, stop cooking for him. He can cook/order what he wants. You're just wasting food otherwise. But what's with the paper plates? You can get really cheap plates at Goodwill or even new ones at Target. And OP replies and says, it's very bad of me. I work full time. He and I commute together to the big city. It's an hour each way. And I'm going to school remotely. Between that and the kids and the housekeeping. But those are excuses I know. I'm just trying to stay afloat most days. Honestly, it's smart. You're saving your time so much. You're saving yourself so much time doing dishes. I applaud some people are like trying to like get through life and like kids and school and stuff. And they're like, I have no time. And she's smart enough to realize like, hey, one place I can save time, washing dishes.
Yeah.
So I can get
Because
paper
he's not going to
plates.
do it.
I'm okay with it. Exactly. It doesn't seem like he's doing it. So whatever. Yeah. Stop cooking for him. Part of me is like, well, I mostly is like, let him fend for himself. He can get what he wants. But then it's like, do you want to be with somebody who's like that? That sounds annoying.
I know. Exactly. I would be bothered by this too, honestly.
I would be bothered by this too. Okay, so there is a mini update that comes 2 days later. I think things are changing. Just me posting the post was a sign myself that I'm not happy with the status quo. I'm generally a pretty patient person, but like last night, I made him chili dogs and fries because that is something he will consistently eat, and I was cooking something for the kids that I knew he wouldn't eat. When I took it to him, he said, "You're not going to believe this, but I had chili dogs for lunch." And I blurted, "I don't care." We're both shocked, I think, and I went back to the kitchen. That's what I would say. You don't want to tell me? I don't give a fuck what you had for lunch. That's your problem, not mine. You shouldn't have chili dogs for lunch then.
I'm so sorry. I've never had a chili dog in my life.
What
and
is
this
a
man
chili
had
dog?
it twice in a day.
What is a chili dog?
Like, what?
No, it's like, good. We know you love chili dogs, so eat up again. Good. We know you eat it.
Lucky me.
Okay, another update the next day. This was tough love, and I thank you for it. This post was just me venting from my kitchen into the void, but turned into something very different. Apparently, there are a lot of things that I thought or think are normal that are maybe not normal at all. I made a decision to start therapy. It's fully covered through my job, and I think it's going to be helpful to have a sane adult that I can talk to about it. I know it might be a big step people would like me to take, but I just don't trust myself fully right now to be making big decisions. Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you and let you know that I did read your comments, that it did help me. Come on, give us one juicy.
Right?
Okay, so another update comes 2 days later. Tonight, I set his plate in front of him and he looked at it for a minute, got up, and took it back to the kitchen. He came back with some chips. I said, not good, and he said no. I didn't offer to make him anything else, didn't ask if anything was wrong with it. I just said, oh, okay, and shrugged and went back to dinner. That shook him up, I think, because he is not used to me being nonchalant about it. So I feel like something has changed. My mindset is changing. I'm grateful for the encouragement and all the good advice. I'm continuing to read the comments and replying when I get breaks. It might be pathetic, but I don't really have any grown-up friends to talk about this stuff, so it has been helpful. So wait, all the time she would cook him a meal and he didn't like it, she'd go back and cook him something else?
Sounding like that.
No,
Bro, the
no,
fact-
dude. I make food for us and the kids, and if you don't eat it, that's your problem. And nothing else is changing. Bro,
But
she's
he
treating him
got
like a
up.
7-year-old.
I know. Yeah, she
She's
has
making him
another
separate food
child.
versus the other kids.
Yeah, exactly. Like the kids are eating the food that he's not eating.
Yeah.
Like that should be so telling. The fact he got up, took the plate, went to the kitchen and grabbed some chips.
That's your dinner.
And she's like, not good enough.
Potato
He's
chips.
like, nope. Oh my God. I would combust.
I would smack with it. Bro, her cooking looks amazing.
I know.
I'm freaking hungry, man. I'm so hungry now. I can't wait for dinner. Okay. Another post that comes 1 month later. The title says he's not going to eat these pork chops with an emoji face of the no smiley face. About a month ago, I made a post here because my boyfriend didn't want to eat the pork chops I cooked for dinner. Well, tonight I made pork chops again, and he's not going to eat these either because we broke up and he moved out. I'm so much better off, and I just want to thank you all for the kind words and advice. It was very eye-opening to me. I wish I could invite you all to dinner. Fuck yeah, I wish I could get a freaking invite to dinner. All right, so the rest of it, she just goes on to like reply to some comments by people asking for recipes and talking about her food. But, it was a good saga. Okay, on to
All
you.
right.
Can we wrap
Over
this
to
up?
me.
Time to eat.
I know. Okay, I'm going to do BOR updates.
Okay.
Posted 4 days ago with 2.2 thousand upvotes. Tomorrow, I'm going to ruin his life. I've been with him for 3 years now. We plan on getting married when our lives settle down. I wanted to start a family with him. I loved him more than anyone else in this world. I've sacrificed so much for him, moved away from my home, turned down jobs so I could stay with him, and stood by his side as he started to go back to school. I gave him my word. And he cheats on me. I found out over a month ago. The scumbag got cocky, and I found out he was cheating on me with 2 different women. One is a TA at his university, the other his best friend's girlfriend. I'm livid. I write this post choking back venom. I loved him so much. He was my world, but now he will be the world I burn to nothing but ash. I paid for everything since he quit his job last year to go to school. I was more than happy to help him. I make enough to support us both. The only upside is that student loans are in his name with no connection to me. It will hurt to push the scumbag out to sea, but I will survive. I've held out for a month, enough time to create what I call the day his world burns. Tomorrow we are hosting a party. I arranged for his family to come, but my family will sadly not be able to make it. I've packed everything valuable already, and the suitcase is in the back of my car. My brother will come during the event tomorrow to take my car that is in my name that the dirtbag drives to my parents' house. The joint account, which is also my money anyway, is already empty. The event will be great, and he thinks it's for us to announce our engagement to his family. What will happen in reality is I will announce my departure from his life. I have already taken a job out of state and have lined up a new place to live. I will start by telling everyone what he is into. The screenshots of him asking his friend's girlfriend to piss on him and the many other fantasies his degenerate mind came up with will be passed around. I will hand him the notice to vacate as I have already broken our lease. We need to be out by the end of the month. I will then end off by informing him that I have already reported he was sleeping with the TA for one of his classes the previous semester to the university, and that I am sad I won't see the fallout from that. His friend also has a message for him that I will deliver, informing him that his friend group never wants to see him again as well. And with that, I will leave. I will not look back. I will set his life on fire and walk away.
I love it. Oh my God. This is nuclear revenge.
Where was this originally posted?
Whoa.
True off my chest.
This is amazing. This is movie worthy, Oscar worthy.
Right? This is
is
something you see in the movies for real.
I fuck with that. I fuck with this. I
Not
am
Fruity
here
Pebbles.
for it. Oh God, not that again.
For those of you who don't watch Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, it's pissing.
It's
Well,
it's an
someone
inside joke
drinking
for
about
them.
piss. Sorry, drinking piss, not just peeing on someone, but yeah. Damn. All right.
That's the way to do it.
That's the best outcome.
Yep.
The best type of revenge. Okay, some comments say, you better start your speech to his family with a recitation of all the ways you've loved him and supported him. And as it goes on, they can get more suspicious of why you're even saying all this.
Yes. Start alluring to it.
All right, update 2 days later. They say that hubris is the downfall of man. Yesterday, I planned to ruin his life in front of his entire family. I worked for a month to create the scenario that would cut him the deepest. I had patiently waited for the chance to storm out of his world in a blaze of glory. And then I hit the front page of Reddit. I realized I had fucked up when he was not answering my texts and had not shown up hours after he told me he would be home. I had hoped it was a happy accident, literally a car killing himself before I had the chance.
Dark. Damn.
But no, I don't know how many men in the world are currently cheating on their soon-to-be fiance with their best friend's girlfriend and TA. However, the one who mattered in my plan found my Reddit post. I called his mother and found out that he had run home to his parents. He told them we had a fight and that we were probably through. I was, and still am, livid at myself.
Damn.
His mother asked me what happened as he left out a few details, so I decided to tell her that he was cheating on me with a TA and his friend's girlfriend. I soon heard shouting before she hung up. I texted my ex and said that he had until morning to return my fucking car before I reported it stolen and sent the screenshots of all his texts to his parents and siblings. My car was sitting in my driveway when I woke up. I contemplated sending the screenshots anyways, but his mother sent me a heartfelt text yesterday apologizing for her son's actions, and I feel they deserve to be spared from his degenerate actions. And I and my father will be moving all my stuff today, and I won't be coming back after that. I know you'll be reading this, you cheating fuck. You're a cowardly piece of shit. Just know I'm not above sending out all the screenshots if you ever dare to come back into my life. Oh, and your ex-friends all know about your piss and scat fetish. I can't control what they do with that information, so good luck with that.
No, damn it. It was an amazing Reddit post, but she kind of ruined it for herself. You should have done it after the fact. He probably checked their joint account and saw that he was at 0, and he's like, fuck, this is about me.
Is this play about me?
Damn.
Some
I'm
comments
sad.
say, can't lie, I expected this to fire back worse, and I'm a bit disappointed that the original plan did not work. But oh well, you still have a chance to crumble that bastard. You can still shame both them and basically spread those screenshots like viruses. I mean, Facebook, Instagram stories, posts, heck, even email them out. Employers, boss, exes, fuck, everyone you could think of. Ruin both their lives, make them suffer. This is your chance. Take it. Be selfish for once and ruin everything of value that they have left. Reputation.
How about you update them on this
Reputation.
post?
Reputation.
Stop it. How about you
Reputation.
update them on this post and give us the receipts?
This is from 2022. Boo.
Damn.
How does Best of Redditor?
How do they find these?
How do they? Yeah.
Good job.
This was a good one.
Good job.
All right.
Back to me.
Back to you.
All right, it's going to be my last one, coming from the actual TIFU subreddit, posted 4 days ago with 4.2 thousand upvotes. Today I fucked up having severe stomach issues for more than a year and unable to find the root cause.
I'm scared.
For more than a year, I've been getting stomach cramps and diarrhea whenever I cook and eat at home. Initially, I thought it was the rice cooker. Maybe I didn't clean it properly. I've tried using soap, vinegar, diluted bleach, but nope, still getting diarrhea.
Ooh.
Okay, so I thought it's the rice cooker itself. So I swapped the rice cooker 8 times throughout the last year, each time using a different brand. Yes, I know this sounds a bit crazy, but I was running out of ideas after trying things mentioned below. But nope, still getting diarrhea. And then I thought it must be the way I cooked and prepared food in the kitchen. So I cleaned every surface and corner of the kitchen, but nope, still getting diarrhea. And then I thought it might be some sort of food intolerance. So I stopped eating gluten, spicy food, coffee, milk, etc. But nope, still getting diarrhea. And then I thought it must be my cat. He spends a lot of time in the litter box and must have stepped on poop, so I gave him a bath and tried to avoid being close on him. But nope, still getting diarrhea. And then I thought it must be something in the room, some kind of dust, particles or something. So I bought an air filter and turned it on 24/7. But nope, still getting diarrhea. I saw the doctor multiple times complaining about this issue, but she just told me to add more fiber.
I fucking hate those.
A month ago, I discovered whenever I stopped eating rice, things seem to get better. But if it's not the rice cooker, then what is it? Turns out it was the rice. The uncooked rice must have gotten wet somehow. Wetting uncooked rice activates Bacillus cereus spores, which produces toxin that cannot be killed during the cooking process.
Oh.
So I bought a new bag of rice yesterday and cooked and ate it yesterday and today. I can confirm I don't have diarrhea anymore. So while suffering from severe diarrhea for almost a year,
That's crazy.
I've still managed to work, train for marathons, and managed to stay alive.
How the hell did that bag of rice last you a year?
Costco bag. That's the problem when you buy in bulk. When something's tainted, it's tainted for longer. That's why I prefer my small packet of minute rice.
Wait, that's crazy.
Someone says, who buys 8 rice cookers before ruling them out? And another person says, how big is this bag of rice? And the rice is all this guy eats.
No, literally.
Man, but some rice bags are like huge. Very big.
For a year, though?
There is an
It
edit that
sounds like-
says, I am Asian and rice is our main carbs, but I only eat it around 2 to 3 times a week.
Okay. 2 to 3 times a week. We had diarrhea every day?
Someone says, you thought it was the rice cooker to the point you bought multiple different brands and never once thought it might have been the rice. He's like, the rice. It looks fine. It smelled fine. It's just rice.
I've heard, like, I'm fearful of rice, leftover rice especially. I've heard it's, like, really, really bad to eat leftover rice. It grows bacteria really rapidly.
Yeah. I heard
Did you
that
know
too.
that?
Yeah. Careful with your rice, guys.
We used to eat, like, when we used to meal prep chicken and rice, like, we would have rice after, like, a week.
I never had diarrhea.
Right?
It's always
I'm
solid.
just scared. I don't know. I just
Wasn't-
feel like one
no,
time.
It
I
wasn't
don't know.
more than a week. It was
just
like
takes
5
one time,
days.
though.
I don't think it was ever more than a week, though.
Well, not more than a week, but, like, up to a week.
Max.
Yeah.
Max.
But I think you're not supposed to even eat it, like, after 48 hours in the fridge.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. I got one more. I'm going to do my petty revenge one and save the advice one for Patreon.
Some people seem to like that petty revenge was back from last week.
Yeah.
So
we're doing it for you.
Yep.
So this one was posted 2 days ago with 4.8 thousand upvotes. And the title is, Shitty Neighbor Keeps Stealing My Laundry Cycles and Dumping My Clothes. They did it again today. Emptied my barely wet clothes out of the washer and into the dryer, then put their load of clothes into run on the detergent and cycle I paid for with all 3 loads of my laundry. Imagine my surprise when I show back up to the laundry room 5 minutes early to find my clothes soapy in the dryer and somebody else's laundry halfway through the wash cycle. Mine were dragged through the uncleaned lint traps on the dryer door too. I had 25 minutes to act, so I had to improvise. They were on a wash cycle still, but would switch to rinse in a few. They're old machines, still some proper analog hardware interfaces to them, and the Bluetooth was installed after the fact, connected to the machine power supply and controlled the door. I paid for the cycle, so I used the app to pause my own laundry, grabbed some lint from the lint trap they dragged my clothes through, and tossed a little into each stolen load. Then closed the door to restart the rinse cycle and then unplugged all 3 washers once they locked again, disabling the Bluetooth-based mid-load unlocking. I'm sure somebody will figure out the machine's unplugged, but I had to crawl back there pretty far, and if they're doing this to everyone else too, I'm sure it'll take a while for someone to decide to tell them. So, hey asshole, your clothes are staying in the machine until you learn to pay for your own damn laundry. Have fun getting them back. I'll be paying a new cycle for mine on a different floor. So it's trapped?
yeah, it's
laundry's
locked in.
trapped.
I was gonna say how did they open it up when I thought it locks in, but I guess until it's in the middle of the cycle, it doesn't fully lock.
And you unplug it and it locks?
It was locked and then they unplugged it, so now there's no power to even unlock it.
Oh,
Yeah.
genius. Who the fuck? Oh my God. Like, you can't. I want your laundromats. Like $2 for a load or whatever.
I would ruin your clothes.
Like, you're gonna take my soapy clothes out so you can spare $2?
I'm gonna either pull your clothes out and just throw them on the floor in the corner. I'm gonna pull scissors out of my ass and I'm gonna start cutting them.
Out of your ass, eh?
Yeah, because I don't carry scissors on me normally. They're in the storage department. So then I'm gonna cut them up. I'm gonna throw so much bleach inside there that it ruins them. Like, I'm gonna destroy your clothes, or they're gonna poof. They're gonna vanish. You're never gonna see them. They're gonna go down the garbage chute. You're gonna donate them.
Honestly, this is really quick thinking and genius.
I'd be so mad.
I'd be too, but I think
you did a great job.
yeah. Top comment says 1. Set up a mock load so they steal it, knowing they will steal it. 2. That mock load is a load for bleached whites. 3. They won't steal from you again.
Yes.
I don't get it.
I think like if you add you'll add a lot of bleach to whites, but not for your colors. You'll ruin all your colored clothes if you add bleach to them. So, but like you load the detergent, and they take it out before the bleach gets thrown in there.
Oh, to actually put bleach in his clothes.
Yeah, but you put it in the machine, so then the bleach goes into their clothes.
Okay. All right. There's an edit that says, update, it's been a few hours. My clothes are finally done. Stopped by the second floor laundry room and was terribly dismayed to see there seems to be an issue with 3 of the washers. Quote, it wouldn't let someone's clothes out. How unfortunate.
Terrible.
Another edit says, tired of answering y'all's questions about the time discrepancy, so I'm going to answer this one once more. When you force the washer door while it's latched on rinse cycle, the machine stops the load, but the app doesn't update without the direct Bluetooth connection. The machines were older than the app, so the sync is all janky. It only locks during the spin cycle, and another tenant showed me how to get it to reset a load by doing that. It's useful if your clothes need a second spin cycle before rinsing. Unfortunately, somebody decided to use it to be a dick.
Okay, so the system's janky.
Yeah, that's
that
how.
explains it. Because I was like, how is this possible?
Yeah.
I went to a laundromat one time, and that shit locked right away. Didn't open up until it was done. Dryers, on the other hand, dryers can open up at any time.
All right.
All right, that's it. So on previous episodes, we have done r/advice and r/am I overreacting. We have run out of time for those ones. So those will be on our Patreon episode. It's coming to you live on Sunday. So if you guys want those stories, you want more Denver and Teresa, more stories, what do they got to do, babe?
Go over to our Patreon. That's in the link of the show notes.
Down below. We appreciate everybody's support for coming over to Patreon. So many of you guys over there now. It's incredible. Just thank you guys so much. So many of you guys here for Best of the Week. Hope you guys enjoyed the Best of the Week stories. Best of the Week stories. Week stories. I'm gonna leave a poll down on Spotify so you can let me know what was your favorite story. And then also on YouTube, there's a new feature for quizzes, so you guys can interact with the YouTube
Where?
channel.
On YouTube?
On YouTube, yeah.
Oh.
So I can put it up. I've been putting it up there for like individual stories. So if you see it, hit it. Helps with the algorithm. We appreciate
Cool.
all your support. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah.
What was your favorite story?
What was my favorite story?
Yeah.
I think the poop in the
Me too.
AirPods.
Me too. I like that one a lot.
We just are addicted to poop stories here.
Yeah.
Just love feces.
And then there was the diarrhea one too. Two poop
So
stories
much
today.
Poop. So much poop happening. Poop is just going around.
All right. That's all we got. Thanks for being here.
See you on the next episode.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, you got it from me. Oh, you got it. Yes. Come on. Oh, don't fall. You're totally stuck. Now I'm stuck. You're totally